Welcome back to another episode of Porn and Capitalism. Sitting in front of all these hot 1991 chicks. I did not pick this background, but it is what I have, all right? If you're not into these chicks, it's probably because you're gay, all right? Or you were born after 1991 like I was. I don't know. Something about these chicks. I don't know any of their names, but they're all probably 50 now, so that's fun to think about. I was just talking to Eddie about Chris D'Elia and his podcast. So if anybody is looking for a different pedophile that they want to listen to a podcast of, please come to this podcast. Not that I'm a pedophile, but you can totally come and listen to this and pretend I'm a pedophile, and we can go from there. I've never listened to his podcast. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it was good before. I feel like all his funny stuff on stage was just him being goofy, like body motions and shit like that. So I don't know how you replicate that on a podcast, but I guess he does a good job of it, man. I'm sweating again. This is another sweaty episode because Austin is a very humid ass place, especially when it's raining a lot. There's too much traffic here. There's too many Mexicans here. There's too many white people here. Not enough black people. There's very few black people in Austin, I've noticed so far. In my 2 weeks of being here, not a lot of black people. A lot of people, but not a lot of black people. So I don't know what happened that's how it ended up, but I'm pretty sure it's just because we're very, very, very close to Mexico. So the demographics are just off, man. I don't know. It's been it's been cool in Austin. It's a very expensive town. Every burger costs $13. Everywhere you go, you got to pay $5 to park. My car is probably going to get towed out of this ghetto-ass apartment complex that I'm in right now. And there's free parking spaces. What's the fucking deal, man? I do not understand why you only have 4 visitor spots labeled and then every other spot is free. There's probably more illegal immigrants in this apartment complex than there are fucking free parking spots for visitors, for Americans. Okay? I want Americans only parking. That's what the fuck I want. Don't give me that look, all right? Americans get first priority. You're an American. Yeah. You guys are all Americans, man. We should get first priority. Huh? What should be illegal? Towing. I mean, that's the deportation of cars, right? Is towing that shit. And I'm not against deportation, so I don't want to say I'm against towing. But I'm against towing, so I guess I'm against deportation too. Just let everyone in, let everyone park, let all the homeless people live under the fucking freeway. What a liberal paradise. Isn't it beautiful? Homeless people everywhere, following you around the Whataburger line at 3 a.m, waving at you. I'm not going to wave back because then you think I'm going to give you some of my Whataburger, which I'm not going to do because A, it's fucking cold because the line takes so goddamn long, and B, I don't like you. I don't know you. You're a fucking homeless guy. You're on crack. You're walking around a line in circles, back and forth like a straight crackhead. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. I had Pete Terry's for the first time, which is apparently Austin's burger spot. Did you know they were only open till 2005? Or they were only open since 2005? They give off this 1950s vibe. They look like they've been around since these fucking chicks had tight pussies, all right? But 2005, and they're already a classic. How does that even make sense? They're not even 20 years old. And everyone's like, you got to go to Pete Terry's. And I go there, I'm like, it's like Jack in the Box. It's like better Jack in the Box. And Jack in the Box has been open longer than Pete Terry's. Okay, and everyone's, oh, you got to go to Pete Terry's. It was good. I'm not trying to shit on it, but when you go there and you see since 2005, proudly serving Austin since 2005, I'm like, so Vince Young won a national championship before Pete Terry's existed. That's not a classic then. I remember that fucking game. Like, I remember Vince Young. Everyone remembers Vince Young. You know what? I don't remember Pete Terry's apparently. I came to Austin in 2003 when my grandma lived here and my grandpa. No Pete Terry's, so you're not a classic. I'm sorry. Best national football game? That was, yeah. That was a good national championship game. I'm trying to think of what. I feel like there were some other classics. Cam Newton, when he won, they won it on like a last-second field goal or some shit. It wasn't as good as that one.
Oh, but for Austin, though, yeah.
Oh, for Austin. Yeah, okay. Because it's... Yeah, they had Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, and it was Vince Young, and none of those guys did shit in the pros, all right? That was like the national championship game where everyone's like, oh, my God, the top 3 draft picks are in one national championship game. Not one of them did shit in the pros except Reggie Bush. He won a Super Bowl with the Saints, but he still wasn't that good in the pros. But of the 3, he was the best, all right? Did you know Vince Young actually won Rookie of the Year? He was a 2-time Pro Bowler in the NFL with the Titans, yeah.
I think Jeff Fisher messed up his career.
Oh, okay. We should do a sports podcast and really get into... Oh, because he was racist? Because he was racist?
He was treating Vince Young like a second-hand citizen.
He was treating him like a second... Hold on. No. Jeff Fisher also coached... who's the guy? Who was the number 9? Steve McNair. Also a black quarterback. Took him to the Super Bowl. He ended up shooting himself. Maybe Jeff Fisher is racist. Maybe that's the title of the podcast. Jeff Fisher is racist. You know who's racist? The Detroit Lions, because they fired their only ever black coach after he had a winning record. How are you going to do that? You're going to fire a Lions coach with a winning record? Doesn't make any sense, man. I do want to go to the UT campus, and I want to buy one of those baseball hats, the Longhorn baseball hats, because those look really fucking cool, and my dad wouldn't buy me one when I was a kid. When we came here, before Pete Terry's existed, we came here, and he wouldn't buy me one of the hats. So now I'm going to take my fucking unemployment money and buy one of those fucking hats, all right? That's how you show your dad that you made something of yourself. You take your unemployment money and you buy some shit that he wouldn't get you as a kid, all right? I'm going to get a fucking Texas baseball hat. I'm going to get a PlayStation 2, and I'm going to get a dog, all right? He bought us a dog, but I'm still going to buy all that shit just to prove him that I made something of myself with all this unemployment money, baby. And I finished my taxes too. I'm going to get a tax refund on my unemployment. That's business right there. Tax refund on my unemployment, baby. Can I hit that? Eddie, can I hit that? It's what? It's empty? Oh, dude, I'll suck something. Oh, this is so empty. Yeah, that's just battery smoke, dude. This is literally battery smoke. Yeah. That's not even illegal because there's nothing in there, dude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even incriminate myself because I smoked a battery. I don't fucking know, dude. Huh? Okay. I'm not even, I don't know. Let me hit that bong. Let me actually incriminate myself with CBD. I am inside of Justin Essenmacher's apartment, by the way, just in case anyone is wondering where this is taking place. Thank you very much. This is taking place in Justin Essenmacher's apartment. And it's at an undisclosed location. I can't figure out his direction, his decorations right now, because it's like perverted, and then it's like Mexican, and then it's like autistic art. And then that's it. My podcast is over here. Oh, he set it up for everyone's different podcasts. Okay. Is this the going through it setup then? The autistic lines? Because this is how I imagine Justin's life. Everything's black and white. None of it makes sense. And it at the end of the day, it's just confusing. All right. I lived with Justin Essenmacher for 6 months. On and off. We had an on again, off again relationship. For 2 years, 6 months of which we lived with each other. And he is one of the most complex people that I've ever met in my life because he's funny, but also sometimes he's very not funny. He's happy and depressed at the same time. He's tall. I am talking shit.
Oh, no, so I think the middle one is like...
Yeah. Oh, too much black.
This one is like Trump.
That's Trump.
Trump made it white again.
Yeah.
And then this one is Biden, and he feels like blacks are ahead.
He feels like blacks are ahead. Did you guys see that there's a penis here, though? Do you see that? 2 balls and a penis. There's a penis there.
Oh, maybe that's his closet.
Here's the thing. I don't think Justin's gay. I really don't think he's gay. I've lived with him long enough to know that he's not gay. But he checks every box of being gay except having sex with men. Every other box he checks. He hangs out with women. He's friends with women. He is feminine. He's very emotional and has a lot of feelings, but he has sex with women.
What about the women he's having sex with?
They're all very... He has sex with pretty hot women. It's actually like... He has sex with like 6.5s and up. 6.5s and up. I'm not going to indulge what you're saying right now, okay? Because that will incriminate some shit, all right? No. I see what you're doing, and it's not going to happen. No one knows, and that's not for this podcast.
You can't say yes or no.
I can't say yes or no to that, but I'm not going to either. You can't. No. First of all, no. First of all, no.
The answer's no, or it is?
First of all, I hope the answer's no. If the answer's not no...
Why would you hope the answer's no? That'd be great.
I don't think Justin... I think it's a no. Let's just leave it at that, okay? I hope nobody even knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
I think it's a yes.
Phillip thinks it's a yes, and we'll just leave it at that. We'll just move on, all right? Phillip is evil, by the way. A lot of people think Phillip Garcia is this very happy-go-lucky, fun guy who just has a dad bod and is a stepdad and tells funny jokes about his dad sucking cock. But really, he is an evil motherfucker, all right? He has a dark, mean streak to him that very few people get to encounter, all right? And the funny thing is, it comes out when he's not around his girlfriend, because his girlfriend, Maitland, is the meanest motherfucker on the planet. So Phil has to counteract that with being the nice, fluffy guy that everyone likes. And then when you hang out with Phil and he has a hit and a drink and he's just hanging out and he's been to 3 shitty open mics that night and it's raining and everything's, and then it comes out and you see it and you're like, this fucking guy is capable of some shit, dude. This guy could be evil. They're low-key evil. He's not a school shooter. Phillip's not a school shooter. All right? He's not a school shooter. Because a school shooter is someone who doesn't plan it out. Like, school shootings are never planned out, okay? Like, the Oklahoma City bombing was planned out. 9/11 was planned out. School shootings are random. The chick said no to prom, and you found your dad's 16 guns, and you shot a bunch of kids who didn't, like you and gave you swirlies. Phillip's a planner, all right? He's like...
I am not.
You are a planner.
I would never hurt anybody.
No, I'm not. I don't think you would either. But you wouldn't, if you were to hurt someone, you wouldn't do it in a random way. Justin's a school shooter, right? No planning, random emotional decision, right? He also wouldn't hurt anyone either. Like I'm saying. He could totally shoot up school. Okay, all right. That's the meanest thing I said. Of all the negative things I said about Justin, the fact that he could shoot up a school is scoot up a shul. Shoot up a school. Dude, Phillip, do not put that on this podcast. I'll talk about anything, but that's a whole thing that involves 2 other people who I consider friends, all right?
Now you're alluding.
I'm not. You're alluding.
I was
Okay.
very, very discreet.
All right, you were very discreet, and I'm very discreet, all right? I do not think Justin Essenmacher has had sex with JD Poe, all right? I don't think that's happened. I don't think that's happened. Now, JD Poe and some other men, maybe, okay? And I don't even think he would deny that, okay? Here's the thing, and this is verified. Actually, I can't say that because I know that. Okay. JD has been featured on my other podcast. I know that JD's dick has touched another man's dick, but they were both going into it with the same vagina at the same time.
Are you allowed to say that?
I am allowed to say that. I'm not throwing anybody under the bus. I'm being honest, all right? Sometimes honesty is the funniest thing, right? Phillip, isn't that a quote from you, Phillip?
You know I'm itching to say names right
I know. Well, let's not drop too many names, all right? We've already dropped like 6 names. Let's not drop more than we have to. Let's just leave it at the fact. No. Let's leave it at the fact. Let's leave it at the fact that Justin inadvertently drew a slightly rightward slanting penis into this painting right here. You guys see it. Now that you see it, you can't not see it, right? Why is the what going what and down? The camera, I might take a picture of it and just like put it in the video just so people can see what I'm talking about. We'll take a nice picture of Justin's penis painting and we'll let people take a gander at that because I'm sure they're so dying to figure out what kind of penis Justin drew. It's a black and white penis. Big balls. Big balls. Yeah, man. Big balls. I don't know, dude. JD said I don't talk about porn enough on the podcast, and I guess I was watching a porno yesterday where it was really, really focused on the guy's balls, and you know when you're watching, you're like jerking off, and you don't have the time to switch it, like you thought the video was going to be what it was going to be, and then it's not, but you're already so deep into the jerk session that you really can't exit out of it, and then you're stuck watching this thing. I know there's kids in the background. I don't give a shit. They can't watch this. This is 18 up restricted. But then you're just watching this guy's balls, and you're like, that's just a dude's balls, man. And they're always so cleanly shaven. I don't know how they fucking do it, man, because I've tried to shave my balls, but I know I'm missing spots in the back. And then when you get that angle, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you're watching football and they do the pylon angle of a guy going into the end zone. They used to not have that angle. They used to not be an angle for years, all right? And you would just think, oh, it's a touchdown. And now I'm looking at this guy's balls, and I'm like, damn, how did he get it like between the ass and the balls? Like he just completely, they probably wax, honestly. I don't know. I've been noticing a lot of back hair on myself recently, and I don't know what to do about that. So I'm not going to shave it. I'm not going to.
It wouldn't matter unless you're having gooch angles.
Group what?
Gooch angles or recording.
Gooch angles. I don't record myself having sex. No one sees it. No. I'm just talking about when I'm getting out of the shower and I see myself in the mirror and I have a bunch of back hair and I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man? Yeah. I don't have to look very long to see the devil. I see him right away. I look in the mirror and I'm like, there he is. There's the devil. Isn't he the worst, all right? I did a writing exercise with Genevieve the other day where on one half of the whiteboard it said, my boyfriend is a white supremacist, and the other half of the whiteboard said, my girlfriend is a black supremacist. And then we wrote jokes about it, and it was creative. It was divisive. It was pretty fucking racist, mostly because of me. I made it racist, but hey, the joke was my boyfriend's a white supremacist and my girlfriend's a black supremacist, so how is it not going to be racist? The setup is racist. The punchlines can't not be racist, right? Like that's, I don't know. That's how comedy works, right? Is you have a setup and a punchline, and if the setup's racist, if the punchline's not racist, what did you set me up for racism for? What the fuck? I accidentally was racist on stage at Creek in the Cave yesterday when I called those Asian people foreign because I thought he said he was foreign because he said for it, and I thought he said foreign because I'm racist. Sorry, dude. You know how fucking many Asians there were at that fucking show, by the way? There were 25 people at this open mic, and like 17 of them were Asian, either Indian or some Oriental form of Asian, all right? And I love Asian people. I really do. I love them. They're the best. Asian people are number one. Most people, best cars. How many Asian whats? No, none anymore, because they all went to med school, bro. Seriously, I had a lot of Asian friends growing up, and then they all didn't quit their jobs to do comedy like I did, so now I don't keep in touch with them anymore, man. They all went to college. I went to college, and then they didn't join frats, and I did, so now I'm hanging out with all these white people, right? And then they go to med school, and I'm like, all right, well, they're going to go be a doctor. Yeah. Exactly what he's doing. Yeah. See, people don't even know. People don't even fucking know. That's the thing. People always talk about like, oh, what happened to the black friends that you had growing up? Why don't you keep in touch with them anymore? Same reason I don't keep in touch with my Asian friends anymore, because our paths took different directions. I don't know. I talked to like one friend. I do like Asian people. I like Asian people. I had a bunch of Asian friends growing up, and then they literally all went to medical school. All of them. Went to med school, went to law school, or they just kept working, man. I don't know. Well, here's what happened. Then when I started doing comedy, I met other Asian people. There's a guy, Andrew Yang, not the presidential candidate, but there's a comedian in Michigan named Andrew Yang. So you meet new Asians. I don't hate Asians. You know what I do like to do? I like to call Japanese people Nazi sympathizers because that's fun to me. Why not? They were technically on board. They knew what was going on. Let's not act like Japan didn't know what was going on in World War II. Okay? I would love to have Alex Jones on my podcast, but I don't think I'm big enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm big enough for the Jones, dude. That would be sweet, though. Alex Jones would be sweet. I'm not as big a conspiracy theorist as Alex Jones. I am probably as big of a racist as Alex Jones, but I'm not as big of a conspiracy theorist as Alex Jones. I'm kidding. Stop Asian hate. You got to stop Asian hate. Oh, yeah. This show is brought to you by Steady Eddie, at Steady Eddie Funny. Thank you for the plug. I'll type it in, too, so people can follow you. Thank you. No, I appreciate it. It's nice to have a little ads, because otherwise they just look shit up on Twitter. But it's nice to be able to bounce stuff off of a Mexican guy. That's fun. Stop Mexican hate, too. Yeah, man. I've been thinking about working out since I came to Austin, because it's kind of like, if you're in shape in Austin, like I feel like, it can get you places. But I'm also thinking about just embracing the Texas lifestyle and just getting fatter. I think that might be the move. Just get fatter, sweat more, and, die earlier. Who cares? You know what happens when you die? You stop paying rent. So that would be a nice thing, to just stop paying rent entirely. But all right. I think it's time for this week's Porn Star of the Podcast, brought to you by Pornhub, because they have hilarious descriptions. This week's porn star is Alix Lynx. Give it up for Alix Lynx. Alix Lynx was born on May 5th, 1989. Alix Lynx did not follow the typical path into porn. The real-world work experience in public relations and social media marketing, this 5'4" sex kitten calls herself kind of a nerd and has an MBA. Holy shit, okay. She has an MBA. As if that body and those steely blue eyes weren't intimidating enough, Alix wanted to be in porn since she was a teenager and was inspired by her idols Jenna Jameson and Jessie Jane. After finishing school, she had some traditional jobs, but she decided that she couldn't spend her life sitting in an office. I hear you. She wanted to sit on cocks for a living. Okay, I don't hear you on that one, but good for her. After getting laid off from her big girl job, the bisexual New Yorker got into webcam work partly to pay for travel. She liked it so much that in 2014, when she was already in her mid-20s, she made the transition to porno. Starting with only girl scenes, Lynx then got a contract in 2015 with Brazzers and started taking dicks on camera. This smart blonde went from getting laid off to getting paid off. Alix's life and scenes both have her intense nature in common. Music festivals and raves are her favorite way to have fun. She likes bass-heavy, headbanging music, extreme outdoor sports like parasailing and four-wheeling, Rob Zombie movies, Stephen King books, and obviously hardcore sex. She likes bad boys, but demands that they be gentlemen. Well, see, that's why women are fucking... Okay. She likes bad boys, but demands that they be gentlemen. It doesn't make sense. Miss Lynx might be a complicated woman, but we love her for it. There you go. Alix Lynx, born in Burlington, Vermont, Bernie Sanders territory. Here it says she's 5'3", but 5'3", 5'4", 110 pounds. She's white. It says it. Blonde eyes. She's interested and has hobbies in making tings. What the fuck does that even mean? Turn-ons, macaroni and cheese. Turn-offs, real life. I don't know what that means, but okay, there you go. Alix Lynx, everybody. Your porn star of the podcast. She has an MBA. She has a master's in business administration. How many of the sluts that you jerk off to are educated? You don't even know. But now, if you jerk off to Alix Lynx, you'll know that is an educated woman. That is a woman who understands a balance sheet. She understands income statements, cash flow statements, okay? She understands what depreciation and amortization mean. This is a woman who I would assume respects capitalism. She's made money off it. Webcam girl, MBA, Masters of Business Administration. I wish I could find out where she went to school. This would be a fun interview. This would be one of those porn stars I would like to have on the podcast if I ever get to that point. Not just because I've jerked off to her a lot, but more so because of her business background, dude. That's very, very cool. See, women can do anything. This is not a feminist podcast, but I do believe that women are capable of doing fucking anything except dunking every now and then, I guess. But women are capable of being successful in business. I think Oprah's proven that. Women can be successful in politics, even though politicians are all pieces of shit. Women can be pieces of shit, just like men. Guess what? Men can be pigs, so can women. Women can be just as big of pigs as men, all right? They're just as capable. This whole equality thing, women only want the fucking good shit. They never want to admit that they can also be giant pieces of shit. I want a female Hitler just to prove that women can be just as evil as men, okay? We need a female Hitler just to prove that point. She can have the same fucking haircut and the same fucking mustache and the same tiny little dick and paint the same shitty paintings, but I want to see a vagina-laden Nazi leader just to prove that women can do it. For female empowerment. I want to see a lady goose step down the streets of Berlin with the Nazi fucking salute just to show you ladies that you can do it. Because I think you can. Clearly, a porn star can have an MBA. So why can't a woman be a leader in a right-wing political movement? I don't know. I think it's possible. I believe in you, ladies. I don't even know what's happening with, we were talking about Joe Biden earlier. I haven't been following it. Since Trump got out of office, I've stopped caring. I didn't even care when he was in office, but they make you care. That's how the media gets in your mind, dude. Like Twitter doesn't even talk about what Joe Biden does. Every day on Twitter, they would say Trump did this and Trump did that and blah, 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 blah. Now, they don't even fucking say shit. The last thing I saw was that a bunch of Democrats in Congress, I'm assuming in the House of Representatives, are trying to get the Supreme Court to add 4 more seats. They want to go from 9 to 13 justices. And that's big government right there. Can we afford 4 more lifetime justices? How much does a Supreme Court justice make? Supreme Court justice salary. Supreme Court justice salary. $265,000 a year? $265,000 a year. Let's call it $250 to make it easy math, all right? $250 for 4 justices. That's an extra $1 million of taxpayer fucking money, okay? What the fuck? You want to spend an extra $1 million so you can get rid of fucking gun rights and make abortion legal forever? Really? You want to spend $1 million on it. Look, I tried to bribe a host yesterday with $5 to get me up earlier on the list. I'm all for foul play, but really? $1 million extra dollars. That's what it's going to cost, all right? Everybody thinks it's about, oh, we need fairness and we need this and we need that on the fucking... No, this is about spending $1 million of your money just so that they don't have to pass shit through Congress because it's easier to have the Supreme Court do it, okay? I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get it done because I guess that just to get it to the point where you would have 13, you would have to pass it through the House, then the Senate, and then have Joe Biden / Kamala Harris sign that shit. I don't know if it's going to get done. I don't know if they're going to do it, but they might. But they might. And that's politics. I don't fucking know, dude. Like I said, I've been trying to stay out of it. I've been trying to focus on smoking weed, living life in Texas. And that's really it. I've been shaving my head more recently. I feel more professional with a shaved head. There was a guy yesterday, he told a joke at an open mic about bald white guys. He said the only people who shave their heads, who don't need to shave their heads, are black guys and white guys who hate black guys. And then he said some other racist shit. And then he said some more racist shit. And then he pissed off a table of black women in the back, which is never a good idea. Pissing off black women is one of the worst ideas you could have because white women are crazy. Black women are crazy. Plus, I think they're probably physically stronger than most white women. So you're dealing with the same level of crazy that a white chick has, plus they could probably beat the shit out of you more so than a white chick. I don't know. Like a black woman has white lesbian woman strength. Like if you matched them up in an MMA, if you had a white lesbian chick and a black chick, that's a good fight. All right. Now, if you had a Mexican chicks probably scare me the most. Okay. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm racist, but Mexican chicks could beat the fuck out of anybody. And I was at a show on Wednesday in Taylor, Texas, and the front row was 2 Mexican lesbians. Scariest fucking shit on the planet. 2 Mexican lesbians, dude? And they were Catholic. I was like, Jesus. And they're religious, dude. At least they like my jokes, so they didn't feel like stabbing me. They did. They liked the dumb joke that I made up on the spot where I said, what do you call it when you make a Mexican woman come for the second time? A refried bean. And they really thought that was just the funniest thing they'd ever heard in their life. And I was like, wow. That's the best part about going outside of Austin, because when you're in Austin, everyone wants, more hoity-toity humor. You can't do that garbage, shitty, small-town road comedy where it's just like the lowest hanging fruit. That's fun. The lowest hanging fruit is fun. It's a good time, okay? Making a refried bean joke about a Mexican woman's clit is fun, okay? I don't know. I'm trying to book some road gigs. That's my point. I'm trying to book some road gigs. Tonight we're going back to Vulcan because my girlfriend, who's far more successful than me, got booked on another show there. She got booked on another show. I'm still getting used to dating a successful woman, dude. Because on the one hand, it's like you're obviously happy for it, but on the other hand, you're like, she's the breadwinner. She's the man. I'm just the white man. She's the man, though, in the relationship. And I'm just the guy. She's the man, I'm the guy. I think that's pretty much what it is. She's the man, I'm the guy. And I'm getting used to it, all right? I'm getting used to it. I like it. I'm a fan of it. But it's still something that, I'm getting used to, because I remember for a long time she was opening for me, and then there became a point where she was burying me. She got so good at comedy that she was basically making it hard to follow her. And I was like, fuck, this is difficult now. This is very, very difficult. What's up? I'm just talking about you, Jenny, in a good way. I'm saying I'm getting used to dating a woman who's more successful than me. She is. And I'm saying there was a point where, because we were doing all the same shows for a long time, and normally like she would go up and then I would go up after, and there came a point where it became too hard to follow Genevieve. Where like following her was a problem because she would just bury me. What? It's a compliment. It's a compliment. Yeah. I'm sorry that you're funny, okay? I didn't make you funny, all right? I was just there for the ride. So, yeah. There came a point where she started to bury me, and I was like, oh, my God, I think my girlfriend might be funnier than me. And that's a moment in a man's life where you're like, all right, well, I guess my girlfriend's funnier than me. Now what do we do? I guess I just support her, right? That's what I said. She's the man, I'm the guy in the relationship. That's what it is. We're in a homosexual relationship. I'm in a gay relationship with a woman. How does that work? I don't even know. But basically the way it works is she's the breadwinner and I am the housewife. And I am such a good housewife. I am. I don't give a fuck. All right? I cook so nice. I cook so good. Oh, yeah? What? It looks good. Are you going to bring it? Are you going to show it on the camera? Look at him. It matches the chair. Look at that. See? I could be such a good wife. What? Hey, I didn't stop being so successful if you don't want to be successful. All right, that's what it is. Yeah, man. Yeah, so basically, I'm gonna start wearing a dress. That's what we're saying, just for her reaction, just for her reaction of being disappointed. I'm not gonna start wearing a dress, okay? I'm not gonna start wearing a dress, but basically, is that the video of me peeing? Is that the video of me peeing in the bathroom? Bald, yeah, I'm bald.
Three of us posted it.
Yeah, you guys, all these fucking assholes took a video of me taking a piss in the bathroom, all right? They didn't get my schmeckle in it, thank God. But they did focus on my very, very bald head. Yeah, I'm bald. No, I didn't. You did cross the line when you tried to go over my shoulder and actually look at my fucking... I think you should go completely unbuttoned. Like a Hawaiian white trash dad. You know what I'm saying? Go Hawaiian stepdad. Yeah. Belly button out. You got to have the belly button out, all right? Can I finger your belly button on camera? I don't want to. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. Get it out of here.
You asked for it.
I don't want it.
Yes, you did.
I want it. I don't want it. 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 I don't know.
It's crazy. It's only been 36 minutes of you doing this.
I know. How does it feel? Does it feel longer to you?
I feel like you get like a thing out of this. Like you have like a muscle because of it, like monologue muscle.
It's just talking.
So you have monologue.
Yes. I'm working on it. I do 42 minutes because it's like 420. And it's also like, I mean, a headliner set is 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So it's basically, can you yell for 45 minutes? Can you do it? Can you keep going? Okay? Can you not stop? That's the whole point of this, all right? Is all of it funny? No, of course not. Chris D'Elia does it the same way. He doesn't stop. He hits on 17-year-olds, okay, and he makes it happen. And that's what it's all about. I don't know what that is. Yeah. What the fuck?
Say in German how disgusted you are.
Das ist eklig. Das schmeckt einfach wie salziges Salz. Das macht ja auch keinen Sinn, ne? Salziges Salz. So ist das aber auch. Das ist einfach so extra Salz irgendwie. Das macht ja keinen Sinn. Ja, und jetzt ist das komisch, weil die verstehen ja kein Deutsch. Also die haben keine Ahnung, worüber ich jetzt rede und so. Aber die wollten das. Die haben gesagt, rede eine Runde auf Deutsch. Also mache ich das dann jetzt. Und die können das mal anschauen. Ist mir scheißegal, ne? Meine Freundin versteht das auch nicht. Also wir machen einfach die letzten 5 Minuten auf Deutsch, ne? Wie ist das? Die meisten werden es gar nicht anhören. Also warum? Macht ja keinen Unterschied. Ja, vielleicht. Mal schauen. Für alle die Fans in Deutschland wollte ich nur mal sagen, hallo, wie geht's? Willkommen zu dem Porn und Capitalism Podcast. Ja? Jetzt geht's aber richtig los, ne? Jetzt können wir eine Runde reden. Jetzt können wir eine Runde diskutieren, was wichtig ist. Nicht nur hier in Amerika, sondern auch in Deutschland und überall, weltweit. Was ist hier wichtig? Ja, tanz mal eine Runde, ne? Mach's ja. So tanzen wir ja gar nicht. Wir tanzen nicht in Deutschland, das stimmt nicht. Wir tanzen auch in Deutschland. Jeder tanzt, ne? Egal, ob die deutsch sind, asiatisch, russisch, schwarz. Jeder tanzt, ne? So ist das einfach. Ja, jetzt ist das lustig, ne? Jetzt lachen die alle, weil die sagen, oh, ja, jetzt redet er eine Runde auf Deutsch. Ja, jetzt. Was? Ja, natürlich. Ja, mach's mal eine Runde. Mach's mal eine Runde, ne? Bring's mal hier rüber. Wird er nie machen. Der hat keine Stiefel. Hat er doch gar nicht. Ja, komm mal rüber. Ja, hier kommt der richtige Amerikaner. Der echte Ami, ne? Ja, das ist gut. Das ist echt gut. Ja, geh mal eine Runde kiffen, ne? Mach mal. Rauch mal. Geh mal eine Runde rauchen. Dann komme ich später. Manchmal, ja. Ja, also ich wollte auch mal Hallo sagen zu alle die Leute in Oklahoma. Hallo. Naja, mache ich jetzt auch. Das ist das Teil vom Podcast, wo die Leute herausfinden, was sie nächste Woche machen müssen. Ne? Was musst du nächste Woche machen? Du musst eine Runde kiffen, du musst eine Runde Pornos schauen und dann musst du auch nach Austin, Texas kommen, um Comedy Show anzuschauen. Ne? Hä? Nee, das mache ich nur, weil ich hier jetzt, hier ist echte Leidenschaft, ne? Jetzt darf ich reden, wie ich reden will. Wenn ich hier 3 Leute habe und die verstehen alles und die schauen auf dem Handy und das ganze Scheiß, dann kann ich nicht reden, wie ich reden will. Aber wenn ich hier alleine bin und die verstehen das nicht und dann kann ich nur mit meine Freunde hier, die das anschauen auf YouTube oder wo ihr das schaut, jetzt kann ich zu euch sprechen, euch ansprechen. Und jetzt können wir das weiter so machen. Naja. Jetzt mache ich das einfach auf Deutsch. Ist mir eigentlich scheißegal. Nee, das ist illegal. Das darf man nicht machen. Nee, das darf man nicht machen. Nee, Sikal darf man nicht machen. Das ist illegal. Dankeschön. Black Power darf man auf Deutsch machen. Black Power. Black Lives Matter. Naja, hat aber Spaß gemacht. Wie gesagt, nochmal alle die schöne Frauleins hier von 1991. Und ja, die kenne ich gar nicht. Wenn ich einen Namen herausfinde von denen, werde ich euch natürlich mitteilen. Aber wie gesagt, heute wieder mal Pornstar of the Podcast, Alix Lynx. Vielen Dank für alle die Leute, die das immer noch anschauen. Bis nächste Woche. Und schönes Wochenende.